Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Altcoin Buzz Trading. I'm Randy. Today we're talking about BTC explosion up. Alt's taking a shift. Our leaders are actually resting while some other coins try to rally. Really, though, it's a BTC show right now. The weekend was a good weekend for BTC, as you can see. So here's today, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So on Friday, we actually finally closed above that 37,967, and it's really been an onslaught since then. We poked up here a little bit, but you see those were just wicks on the daily time frame. But then we finally started to get going, held up, beautiful sideways price action here. Then boom, then repeating it again, and then boom up again. Really at the start of the day. So we did have some strange distribution in the markets, but you just kind of have to let that go. This is actually across crypto. We saw dips of anywhere between 3 to 7, 8% before bouncing right back. Seems more like distribution than stop hunting. That's just my opinion. I guess, we'll never know. But if you got stopped out on some things, you just kind of have to let it go and figure out a way back in to the token. That low can be a stop, though, as of right now. That is a wick low on a lot of these charts. XRP took it really bad. But Bitcoin, not so much. So it was rallying and then it came in here, but volume's been really good on Bitcoin, leading to our daily volume. We're already at average for the day with 10 hours and 45 minutes left. So that's a good thing. And I don't want to give up on that. We are fully extending upwards from this rising channel. That is a very bullish action and should continue. I don't have any price targets for right now, to be honest with you. I think it's a little disingenuous to be saying exactly where we are going to go. But there's always possibilities. If you do a measured move here, I've done it. It's to about 48,000 and 47,000. So those are kind of the targets right now, is 47, 48,000 for this leg. Now we'll see what happens after the leg. But if we zoom out here a little bit, the market's good, and I don't want to take that away from it. But let's look at our volume here. Now, unless our behavior changes in the market, hopefully we'll get a good candle. If we can get a candle up here above the volume for the past couple of weeks, maybe fighting with this one red candle right there, I think that would be an amazing volume day and definitely clarifying that there's more accumulation happening. But if we don't get volume stepping in here today, then this is kind of a weak move. And we will be looking to take profits once this does start to stall out, because we never know what's going to happen in the markets. We could come down dramatically. The whole point is to make a profit. It isn't to, I don't know what else you would do other than make a profit. Some people, it's just, hey, do you want to take a profit tomorrow or in 9 years? Some people have that kind of time horizon, which is fine. HODL accounts are good. But right now, for this price action that we're trying to look at and interpret, if we can't put together a good volume day on a day like today, something's kind of wrong. But closing high is good. I'll take it where I can get it. And let's just kind of see what the market gives us tomorrow in reality. There were a couple of tokens that were doing pretty good, I thought. ICP, breaking out here. We had a 4.798 level, not on the channel, but on my other channel. It's a little bit extended right now from that level, but if you give it to the actual high here, we're still within a buy range, 3.74. Here's an example of that large stalling candles / selling distribution, whatever you want to call it, across the market, right there, coming right back down to that level of where my breakout level was, which was the closes over here, right there, on the 2-hour time frame though. So, but here we are holding pretty good, hopefully going higher on ICP. This is a coin that has never really had a run. It debuted at like 400 and bottomed out here at 2, basically 3. So crazy decline for ICP. Maybe it'll have a run after so many years. It's been a long time. And next up is RUNE. RUNE's been just a really big winner this cycle, just a huge winner, kind of out of nowhere. You see this big downtrend, then just boom, just starts going. Had an early alert at 2.25 where it rested right there, and another one on this big structure here. Now we did wick underneath of it, and hopefully we're done wicking. Stops can be put under this level. Volume was pretty good here on, was that Saturday? Yeah, Saturday was pretty good on the breakout. And so hopefully we can continue this. But this is in a pretty interesting spot because it's still low and you're really close to a pretty good stop loss here at about 4%. And I think this is a decent candidate. Our other things are just kind of stalling right now, not moving this time around. Solana was a little bit of a victim, but really not too bad. You can't even see it on the daily time frame. Looks like we have formed a cup. Now we're forming some kind of a handle. And Solana is a market leader. It's going to move when it wants to. It doesn't really care what Bitcoin does. So even though Solana is not moving today, I don't want to hear, oh, Randy, Solana sucks. It's not moving. That's okay. It doesn't have to move every single day. It's going to move on its time frame. That's what makes it a leader. And so I think that's really important to recognize with something like Solana. We'll breeze through these other ones real quick if you want to hang around. We've got Kaspa with a 0.149 alert. This one's been tested, and it looks like we're going to try to form a handle here as well. There's that high volume shakeout candle. AVAX, same thing, high volume shakeout candle. Came under the 2147 back on through there. So hopefully that's a stop. But you can see some of these are getting unruly for what should be a small, relatively small stop loss at this time. 6% is not a relatively small stop loss in my opinion. And then you got KCS, which is doing pretty good here, holding up against the 8.32 and looking like it wants to move back up. We'll see if that distribution ruins those plans though. And then Sushiswap already kind of getting past a little bit of selling pressure. This is going to be an interesting candle, and probably the next couple of candles too on my 2-hour time frame. It will be interesting to see if we're going to hold up above this large cup and handle structure. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Stay safe out there today. Could be interesting, especially with that large wick that just happened in the markets. Hopefully it's one and done, as this is looking to be a strong bull trend with, we're just cycling through coins right now. Some other coins are getting love when they didn't get love before. Now those leading batch of coins are resting a little bit, which is fine. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow on Altcoin Buzz Trading.